Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Tammy Live. I'm Tammy and today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious tacos ever, guys. Yes. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. When I tell you these tacos are going to be everything, guys, they're going to be mouth-watering and absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's introduce our ingredients and get started. For this recipe, because it's going to be a combined recipe, I'm going to show you also how to make Pico de Gallo to top our delicious tacos. So I'm going to introduce all of the ingredients, if not most of the ingredients. Yes, starting with 3 pounds of ground meat, guys. We also have some chopped cilantro, minced garlic, diced onions. We also have the green onions on deck that's roughly chopped. We have diced tomatoes. We also have some lettuce. And for our seasonings, we have, of course, we have some Montreal chicken seasoning. We also have some ground black pepper, as well as onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, adobo. Of course, we have the adobo. The adobo is going to give it a nice kick. And we also have the taco seasoning, which is going to give it a nice flair. And we also have some chicken bouillon powder, as well as limes and a little bit of accent. The accent is going to give it that extra, trust me guys, it's going to be mouth-watering delicious. So without further ado, guys, let's get to cooking. What we're going to do is we're going to add some oil to this pan. And we're just going to mix it up. Make sure every part of this pan has a little oil because we don't want our meat to stick. Alrighty, what we're going to do first is we are going to add our diced onions, just like that, guys. And I think a little cilantro got in there, but guess what? So what? It's going to bring flavor to this delicious taco meat, guys. So who cares, right? We're going to give it a good toss and a good mix. And we are also going to add our minced garlic. And the minced garlic and the onions, of course, that's the base for our ground meat. And it's going to make it taste so delicious. Give it a good mix. Make sure the stove top is high, but not too high because you don't want to burn the garlic. And you want those onions to be nice and softened and also translucent. That's the goal right here, is to have these onions become nice and translucent. All right, to the mix, guys, we're going to add our green onions as well. Give it a good mix. Make sure everything is well incorporated. This is perfect. Tacos is definitely something me and my family look forward to because guess what? It's not boring tacos, guys. It's tacos that, like, literally, it makes you want to just like, oh my God. Tacos will become your favorite thing to eat once you taste this recipe. Trust me. So delicious. Perfect. Now that the aromatics are released, it's time for us to add what, guys? Our meat. And let me tell you something. What I'm adding to this skillet right here, guys, is turkey. Ground turkey. Did I forget to mention? No. However, these are going to be the best ground turkey tacos that you have ever tasted in taco history. Now, for those of you who think the meat may be dry, trust me, I'm going to prove you wrong, guys. This meat is going to be so moist and so flavorful and so delicious. And also, don't get me wrong, beef tacos are amazing as well. But this is a little bit lighter on the fat content. Yes, guys. I'm not trying to replace the beef. Trust me, the beef is good too. But sometimes you got to switch it up a bit. And I figured, you know something? Let me show you guys how I make my tacos for my mukbangs and all of that cool stuff. And yeah, a lot of times I use turkey, guys. We're going to put that misconception to rest. This turkey is not going to be dry. It's going to be so flavorful. It may, in most people's opinion, even taste better than beef tacos. Trust me. And of course, this is a universal recipe. If you're scared to try out the turkey or turkey is not your preference, of course, get yourself some ground meat, or should I say ground beef, ground pork, ground chicken. It doesn't matter. It's a universal recipe. All of the ingredients that I'm going to include within this ground turkey, guys, is the same ingredients you can feel free to use when you're making your ground beef. Trust me. The only difference is instead of adding chicken bouillon to the beef, you can always add steak seasoning. Steak seasoning, yes. And because I'm using ground turkey, it's okay for me to go ahead and add my seasonings, so that way my seasoning could cook all up in the meat and stuff, and everything could be well flavored. Now here's the thing, when you're making ground beef, the only difference is you got to kind of cook the meat out first before adding the seasoning, because of course you got to drain off that oil. Also, the ground turkey that I'm working with is 93% lean and 7% fat. So I'm not gonna have, once everything is rendered, I'm not gonna have a fat content that's left over in the pan where I have to drain it off. So the good thing about it is, if I add my seasonings, everything is gonna be able to literally soak into the meat, and it's gonna be good. What I'm gonna do is now, guys, I'm gonna add a little onion powder. Now, as far as the amount to add, totally up to you. Just follow exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna add a little paprika as well, give it a little color. All right. We're also gonna add some adobo. We're not gonna go heavy on the adobo because guess what? It's made of salt. And also we could always go back in with the adobo after we do our taste test and see whether or not if we need to add some. We're gonna add that garlic powder, guys. On top of the minced garlic. We're also gonna add a little bit of ground black pepper. Not too much, just a tad bit, just like that. And we are gonna go in and add our chicken Montreal seasoning. Bring out those flavors, bam. And we are gonna add our package of taco seasoning. Now, most times when people make tacos, they just add taco seasoning and we're done. No, that's not good enough. That's boring, guys. Just adding taco seasoning is The only reason why I'm adding that taco seasoning is because I want it to have that taco taste, yes. Or should I say that taco meat taste is gonna bring that flair. But in regards to seasonings, we need to make this meat have some taste, or should I say some flavor. So that's why we're adding the additional seasonings. I'm not done yet. So with all of that being said, we are gonna add our little bit of chicken bouillon, just like that. And we are also going to add our accent, guys. The accent is gonna definitely make these flavors pop, in addition to everything that we added already. Goodness gracious, this is gonna be so good. The smell already. Just like that. Give it a good mix. Get all that meat from the side. Bring it to the middle of the pot. Make sure everything is well incorporated. No bland tacos over here. Everything is gonna have flavor. And it's not gonna be salty. All right, perfect. What I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna lower my flame and I'm gonna cover it over and allow it to do its thing. Now that our ground meat is simmering and doing its thing, we are gonna move on to making our Pico de Gallo. For our Pico de Gallo, we have our diced tomatoes. We also have some cilantro, diced onions, and we have our limes. We are gonna just basically cut into this lime, split it in half, just like this, perfect. Also, we are gonna be using our pomegranate red wine vinegar. I told you guys in another video, I love this stuff, guys. You could use regular vinegar or even red wine vinegar, but the pomegranate red wine vinegar takes this pico to the top, okay? Anyway, guys, to our diced tomatoes, we are gonna add some freshly chopped cilantro. We are also gonna add our diced onions, guys. Or should I say our diced onion cilantro mix. Alrighty, perfect. And we are gonna add some freshly squeezed lime juice to our veggies without dropping the lime. Okay, just like that. Give it a good squeeze. Get that fresh lime juice all up in there, just like that. And if you like that extra lime juice, go for a lime and a half. Why not? And it also depends on how much you're making as well. And we are gonna add our red wine vinegar. And I'm just gonna basically go in, give everything a good mix. And how quick was this, right? Now, of course, if you know you're making tacos the day before, what you can do is you can make this pico de gallo, aka fresh salsa, and put it in the refrigerator. Allow these veggies to, you know, basically soak in the vinegar and take up all the flavors, guys. That's one thing that you can do. However, even if you make it at the last minute, it's not a problem. It's still gonna be off the hook. And I'm gonna hit it off with just a tad bit of fresh kosher salt. That's it. Give it a good mix once again. And pico de gallo is done. That's it. Moving right along, guys, we are gonna start working on our toppings for because remember, we only got about 5 to 10 minutes while our meat is simmering, all right? But also, don't forget to check on it. Don't neglect it, all right? Continuing with the toppings for our tacos. Here, as you can see, I have my lettuce cut in half. And if you go to the store, quick tip, and you don't find shredded lettuce, no worries, buy a head of lettuce, and what you need to do is get yourself a bread knife. You see the serrated edges right there, guys? Get yourself a bread knife and cut into it. And this is gonna create that shredded lettuce effect. The same lettuce that you will get at the deli. All you have to do is cut it really, really thin. Just like that. Perfect, right? Talk about exposing all the tips. Talk about being handy. Who needs a deli slicer, right? Better yet, who needs a bag of shredded lettuce when you could probably get this cheaper and make your own shredded lettuce? Check it out, check it out, check it out. Hey, shredded lettuce in the house. Anyway, let's check on our meat and see how that's going. All right, moving right along, let's check on our meat because according to the smell, everything must be doing absolutely perfect. Because what? This thing smells like money. You hear me? It smells so good. Anyway, we're gonna turn our, I can't even talk, guys, with some salivating. We're gonna turn our stovetop off and I'm gonna let you admire it for about 2 seconds before we move on. All right? All right. So take a good look. Assembling time. It's time for us to assemble our tacos, guys. Yes, I have here Dorito tacos, nacho flavor Dorito tacos. If you haven't tried it, you better try it because it's good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoop some meat right into the taco, just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other one. Yeah, boy. Okay, perfect. And the good thing about making homemade tacos, not only do you control your own flavors and seasonings and all that stuff and make it absolutely flavorful, right? But you get to be greedy. You get to add as much meat as you want. You get to fill it to the brim. You don't gotta be in the store arguing with nobody, talking about, I want more meat. And then they turn around and play you out and tell you more meat is extra, right? Who wants to go through that nonsense? Absolute nonsense. If you wanna watch me pig out on these delicious tacos, feel free to meet me over at my mukbang channel at Holy Mukbang. Yes, guys, Holy Mukbang, all right? All right. And you get to watch me enjoy, or should I say indulge, on these delicious tacos. And of course, guys, don't you be shy when it comes to hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. Don't let me come to your house. Don't let me come to your houses. Anyway, guys, all right, we added our lettuce. Now it's time for us to go in and add our pico, guys. And you know something? With this pico recipe that I created, yes, I made this pico recipe up, all right? Everybody else that I know, they pretty much use regular vinegar or just lime juice. But I was like, nope, we need to take this pico de gallo to a whole nother level, or should I say a whole nother dimension. So that's why I decided to come up with the red wine vinegar and all of that cool stuff. And let me tell you something, it definitely brings out the flavor in everything that you add it to. So amazingly delicious. So we are going to add our shredded cheese, just like that. Who wants tacos? Taco Tuesday. Trust me, I know you guys want tacos at this point. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? Absolutely gorgeous. Of course, full recipe details, description bar. Also, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, guys. All right? Let everybody know what Cooking with Tammy is doing. And I will catch you guys in another video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. It's time to enjoy Taco Tuesday. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys.